Making games can be really hard because there's many things which can make it hard because like maybe you have too many ideas, you can't stick to one thing, like you can't focus on one specific project or idea that you have because you're just having so many ideas. Um, or if you do, it can be hard to keep that motivation to keep doing it because after a while it can be a lot of work, especially when you're the only one doing all the coding and stuff. You're having to design the whole thing. Um, Also, it's like you don't have all the skills you should have or need to have to make a full-fledged game because obviously there's the art, there's the sound design, the actual you need to be able to get at actually designing a game, like what makes a good game or what makes a game flow. There's a bunch of these things which you probably don't have all of them if any of them. Um, which can be very demotivating. It's hard to motivate to one thing. One thing that's really helped me is that I've had our team. So we have me, I'm coding, and then it was Carfew's idea or Carp. We'll name him Carp. This was his idea. This game is all his idea. He came to me and was like, "This is I have this cool idea, whatever." And it was like, "So if you program, we can do this, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, sounds good, yeah." Um, and this is how this happened, and that really helps me to have other people who have the ideas because then it's I don't have to keep everything in my head. I have second opinions on things, or I am the second opinion, and I can see it much better because I have other people doing all that stuff. And it also helps me to know, where I'm going in terms of programming and structuring the code and stuff because I don't have to think for everything myself. It helps have a clearer mind. And so I think that really helps when you have a group of people who are able to work towards the same thing, who are all doing different parts of it. Because then you can just focus on what you're doing, and you don't have to worry about everything else. I think it also really helps because, I'm talking personally, for me, it's like, it brings me a purpose to code. Like, because I was coding all the time, like literally all the time. I was like for like about 9 months non-stop coding because that's when I was mainly like getting into it properly. I mean, I was mainly trying to learn and stuff. But I think I just ended up getting demotivated for some reason because I mean, like at that point I had made so many different game prototypes. I dipped into every single mechanic, game, genre, like, I dipped into everything. And I think I ended up getting demotivated because I couldn't stick to one thing. Not because, like, I didn't want to stick to one thing. Because I was thinking, oh, can I do this? Can I do that? Which isn't a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing to, you know, expand out and see what you can do and all that stuff. But if you want to develop a whole product, you need to be able to stick to that and only focus on that, or at least be able to put enough focus into that consistently whilst maintaining motivation, which is really hard when you're going through that stage of like, oh, can I do this? Can I do that? You know? And so like I can't like until now I haven't actually done too much game programming specifically for games because it's just I feel like I haven't had a purpose to. But now I feel like I have a purpose. Make something because there are other that I have someone else who has a vision, who has this idea. I like the idea. I like the vision, and it seems like good. And they want to take it all the way to the end. And I want to grab that and use that as fuel to fuel my programming dopamine because I'm a masochist and I like to torture myself with programming. So yeah, that's one piece of advice I have. If you're struggling for motivation, for wanting to develop something, try and grab inspiration through other people, because then you feel like you have a purpose of being productive. You have a purpose. Someone's relying on you to deliver their ideas. And I don't think I've coded this much for like of quite a long time because now he brought this idea to me, so I've started working or whatever. But then all of a sudden, like I've had another friend come to me and is like, "Do you think this would be possible?" So now all of a sudden I'm trying to teach myself how to develop on blockchains and stuff, dApps, flipping smart contracts, all that stuff, which is very complicated stuff as well. So I'm also trying to learn that, and I'm also trying to learn JavaScript, React.js as well for a work placement I'll be doing soon. So yeah, I'm gonna all of a sudden I'm kind of doing quite a lot. I've kind of gone from doing almost nothing to quite a lot of stuff that I'm doing, which I think for me I really like that. I like to be busy on stuff that I enjoy, like programming, the only thing I fucking enjoy. Like I like to have my brain thinking about all that stuff. But it's also been I've realized it's taken a toll on me. It's kind of like because I always keep I always keep this stuff in my head, which is probably really bad because I've noticed I haven't been sleeping like at all. So that's fun. So don't put too much pressure on yourself because it's it can be a big job, and just try and make it as enjoyable as possible. Don't put too much on yourself, so you know. Yeah, anyway, that's that. Thank you.